Hello everyone! Magandang araw sa inyong lahat at welcome to our 5th anniversary episode again. And of course, meron kami special guest. And sana itong aming pag-uusapan ay makatulong sa inyong pangkabuhayan. And of course, Mami Fem, how are you?
Yes,
and
I'm
our
fine.
Guest, mamaya ka sasabihin ng pangalan.
I'm fine, Mami Narlene, and of course to all our kausapang pantahanan, happy 5th anniversary po sa ating lahat! Wow! At syempre, to celebrate our 5th anniversary, another episode na naman po ang ating pong matutunghayan. At syempre, kasama natin ngayon ang ating special guest at kailangan bumati siya muna ngayon. Ayan, hello Sir Renz Salvador, kamusta ka na?
Hello po, magandang hapon po and happy 5th anniversary po sa Usapang Pantahanan. At ako po ay magalak na ako po ay happy na inyo pong na-invite dito po sa ating Usapang Pantahanan. Thank you so much po.
Yes, talagang kami excited nang marinig ang iyong ikikwento ngayong hapon. At itong ngayong araw na ito, no? Dahil very itong ating topic ay talagang mapapakinabangan.
So, mga kausapang pantahanan, kami po ay natutuwa at aming gusto ipagmalaki ang isa sa aming kasama sa isa po siyang guro, no? Si Sir Renz Eusebio. Ang kanya pong ipapakita sa atin yung from dragon fruit to bagoong. Imagine, meron palang dragon fruit sa bagoong. So mamaya po, ipapakita niya sa atin kung paano ito gawin at sana makadagdag ito sa ating mga kaalaman sa paghahanda ng ating mga pagkain.
Si Sir Renz Robert E. Salvador o si Sir Renz is a distinguished educator and academic administrator specializing in industrial education with a strong focus on food, home economics, and educational leadership. He currently serves as Chief of the Institute Review Center at the Eulolio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology, or IRIST, where he previously held key positions as College Associate Dean and Program Chairperson for the Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education. He holds a Master's of Arts in Industrial Education and has completed the academic requirements for the Doctor of Education in Educational Management. With extensive experience in research, training, and academic program development, he has actively conducted and participated in numerous seminars and conferences on food innovation, home economics, curriculum development, and leadership in higher education. His commitment to excellence has earned him multiple recognitions, including awards from the Philippine Organization of Technology Teachers and Educators and the Philippine Home Economics Association. As a dedicated member of the professional organizations, he continues to advance technical and vocational education in the Philippines while inspiring future educators and researchers to pursue innovation, sustainability, and lifelong learning. And of course, si Sir Renz po ay board member ng Patesco Incorporated. Now, welcome ulit, Sir Renz! Maraming salamat at kami po ay pinaunlakan ninyo dito po sa aming paanyaya and we are very
Thank you so much po, Ma'am Fem.
I'm sure you are so busy.
Ma'am Narlene.
Pero binigyan nyo kami ng oras. We are grateful for that. And of course, bago nating matunghayan yung demonstration ni Sir Renz, meron ho kami sanang itatanong muna sa inyo para naman bago kayo mag-demo ay maintindihan ng ating mga audience kung saan nga ba yung hugot ng iyong plant-based bagoong, no? Biruin mo, Ma'am Narlene, no? The first time I heard this from him during one of our conferences, talagang na-amaze ako because this is it's a rare innovation.
Oo.
Using the
Bago sa
pigment
pandinig.
of dragon fruit. Kasi ang dragon fruit, usually, talagang babalatan lang natin.
Opo.
Ating kakainin, i-enjoy, or ginagawa nating juice. Pero
Yes.
ito, gusto ko kasi ng plant-based bagoong, Mami Narlene.
Ako
Dahil
naman.
I'm sure hindi tayo ma-high blood. Dahil, di ba? Dahil galing siya sa
Opo.
dragon fruit. Ngayon, alamin natin, no? Ngayon, may mga sets of questions kami.
Yes.
Sir, ayan. So, si Ma'am Narlene po ay isa-isahin niyang itanong ito sa inyo. Ayun, Ma'am Narlene, ano bang first question natin kay Sir Renz?
Okay. So, Sir Renz, dahil kami rin ay nagugulat sa iyong pinakita, no? Yung sinishare nyo sa amin. Ano po bang nag-inspire sa inyo na gumawa ng plant-based bagoong? At paano po naisip ang paggamit ng dragon fruit? Kasi usually ang dragon fruit, talagang fruits lang natin. But you included that in your bagoong. So, paano po naisip ninyong magamit ang dragon fruit?
Again, ma'am, thank you so much po, Ma'am Fem and Ma'am Narlene. Dito po kasi, bago lang din po ako kasi sa aming school. So, yung inspiration po para magawa namin yung plant-based bagoong, nagsimula po ito nung summer of 2022. So, nung summer of 2022, napansin namin na ang daming dragon fruit sa market, especially dito sa Manila, na ibinibenta sa bangketa o kaya sa kariton. Ngayon, doon po sa Cavite branch namin or campus namin, mayroon kaming at least 4 hectares na lupain. Tapos sa 4 hectares po na ito, parang 1 hectare lang po or a portion lang yung na-utilize ng mga building. The rest po ay bakante na. So, through the initiative of our President, Dr. Rogelio T. Mamaradlo, napag-isipan niya na ano kayang pwede natin gawin dun sa bakanting lote. So, kaya naisipan niya, sige, magtanim tayo ng mga halaman. O kaya fruit-bearing fruits, fruit-bearing trees. Yan. Pero sabi niya, ano kayang pwede natin itanim? So, nagkataon that time na nakita namin yung dragon fruit, nakita niya, sabi niya ganyan, sige, subukan muna natin to. Yan, kasi ang pineapple marami na sa Cavite, Tagaytay area, Batangas. So, iba naman, sabi niya, tignan natin yung dragon fruit, baka mag-click. And yun na nga po, nagkaroon nga po siya ng plantation doon sa Cavite. Now, itong challenge po na ito, sabi niya, ngayon, namumunga na siya. Ano naman pwede natin gawin since namumunga na? Minsan, binebenta sa mga faculty, sa mga estudyante. Pag pumupunta kami doon sa Cavite, nagpapauwi sila. So, nagkaroon kami ng mga activity or research competition dito sa school. At isa nga sa naging idea ng mga students namin, kasi ito ay student-faculty collaboration, ay magkaroon ng innovation in terms of plant-based bagoong. So, sabi namin, ano bang itsura ng bagoong? Kasi ang bagoong dito sa Manila, may dalawa silang iniisip. Pag sinabing bagoong, ito yung isda. Pag sinabi namang alamang, ito naman yung maliliit na hipon. So, pinag-usapan pa namin anong gagamitin natin term, bagoong ba or alamang. Since doon sa survey namin sa Manila, ang alamang at bagoong iisa lang para sa kanila. So, sabi ko ganyan, sige, gawin na lang natin para catchy yung pangalan is plant-based bagoong with utilization of dragon fruit. Parang ganun na lang siya. So, dito, nakita namin na, maganda to. Sige. Kasi yung alamang is kulay pink at yung bagoong din ay kulay pink. Although, may mga variety ng dragon fruit na puti, meron din yung red. Doon kasi sa farm namin sa Cavite, kulay red naman siya. So, yung pigmentation niya, nagamit namin siya sa paggawa ng plant-based na bagoong. Yan. So, doon po siya nagsimula, yung inspiration para kahit papano ay hindi maging waste yung mga dragon fruit during the harvest season kasi minsan may mga maliliit, may mga malalaki, kinakain din ng ibon kasi gustong-gusto ng mga ibon. So, yung mga waste na yan, anong pwede nating gamitin? So, ito nga yung innovation na ginawa namin.
Ang ganda naman ng kwento, Ma'am Narlene.
Galing, oo.
Okay.
Walang sayang, ano?
Ngayon, ang susunod nating katanungan, ano po ang health? Yan, no? Ito ang magandang pag-usapan, no? Health, sustainability, o mga benefits ito, cultural benefits ito, kumpara sa traditional na bagoong.
Dito naman po, the plant-based bagoong refers sa several unique advantage over the traditional fish-based, especially in terms of health, sustainability, and cultural significance. Isa nga sa nakita namin to kasi noong nagawa na po yung product, pumunta po kami sa DOST. Luckily, we have DOST here sa Manila, sa campus po mismo namin. Nagpatulong kami para sa mga test na po pwede. Doon sa test, nakita namin na marami din siya talaga mga nutritional na maibibigay. Sa report po namin, for a health perspective, traditional bagoong is typically high in sodium and cholesterol, and because it's made from fermented fish or shrimp, it may not be suitable for people with dietary restriction. Ito po may mga allergies or lifestyle choices such as vegetarian. So, may mga veganism din po tayong tinatawag ngayon. So, dito sa plant-based bagoong na ginawa namin, the plant-based bagoong version, on the other hand, use dragon fruit as its main ingredients or one of the main ingredients. Kaya naturally, cholesterol-free, rich in antioxidants, and healthier alternative for consumers seeking plant-forward diet. Lalo na yung mga nagda-diet na ayaw na nila ng mga karne or mga fish, gusto nila light lang. Sa sustainability naman po, yung innovation addresses two important issues. The first one is the food waste and environmental impact. Sa large amount po ng dragon fruit, kagaya na nabanggit ko kanina, napupunta sa waste during harvest season or because oversupply, natra-transform namin ito into a bagoong or plant-based bagoong. Ngayon dito, nakita namin that we reduce agricultural waste and promote more efficient use of agricultural resources. Kasi hindi naman ito alagain eh. Cactus po kasi ito, technically. Pag itananim mo siya, diligan mo lang siya, then bahala na siya. So, nasa sa atin na lang po kung maglalagay tayo ng spray, lalo na pag nag-bloom na po yung mga bulaklak nila. And in addition, the traditional industry depends heavily on marine resources. And offering plant-based alternative helps reduce pressure sa ating mga aquatic ecosystem. So, in one way or another, nakakatulong din po itong mga plant-based bagoong natin para yung pag-harvest ng mga maraming isda or mga hipon. Yan. Sa cultural naman po, although bagoong is more than just a condiment in the Philippines, it is part of our culinary identity. So dito naman po, hindi namin na ito na gamitin natin. Hindi naman po. Kumbaga, we're offering an alternative para tignan natin. Especially po sa mga may tao nga na kailangan nila or there is a what we call restriction sa mga allergy nila sa mga pagkain na ganito. Ayun po. Kaya sabi namin, pwede to sa mga vegetarian or sa mga kunyari nagda-diet or dahil nga marami tayong mga product nito, nag-iisip pa kami ng mga innovation na pwedeng gawin dito nga po sa dragon fruit.
O kasi most of the innovations nung na yung dragon fruit sa Ilocos, sabi nila ay puro jam, jellies. Kaya natuwa naman ako.
Yan.
Natuwa naman
na
ako
rin po kami ng ice cream dito.
Ice cream, yes.
May na-procure din po kaming ice cream machine. Pero
sana makatikim naman kami niyan, sir.
Oo nga, kumbidahin mo kami.
Yes po. Ngayon po titingnan natin kung may mga kasi season na rin po ngayon.
Pwede ba kami umorder online sa'yo?
Tingnan po na kasi nasa phase pa lang po kami na nag-i-start up. Same with the
pagdating sa atin, tunaw na.
Hindi. What I mean, yung bagoong mismo.
Naku, ice cream.
Ah,
Kaya pa namin gumawa naman na.
Okay.
Kasi available naman na po yung mga raw material.
Kasi, ito side questions lang. Side question to, sir. Yan bang plant-based bagong nyo? Siyempre, o-order ako. Magkano ba ang isang bote?
Noong nag-market price po kami, yung maliit na gara po, nabenta po namin to at least 100 pesos.
Gaano kaliit yung maliit?
Siguro po mga at least
Hindi mo ko ilan na sila
100 ml, yung mga garapon lang po.
Ay,
ganyan.
mali. 100 ml?
Opo, mga ganun po.
Ang 100 ml ay
Parang ganito po, ganito lang siya. Parang ganito lang siya kalaki, yung mga garapon.
Isang daan na yan.
Opo.
So,
Pwede
Base
na
po sa
rin.
costing namin dati.
Oo, parang no?
Idagdag ko din po, itong
Akala ko mas mura.
medyo mura naman na po siya base sa costing kasi nung gumawa po kami, konti lang yung mga materials namin. Yan. Pero nung nag-mass produce po kami, nakakuha kami ng mga mas murang materials, so yung price din po niya ay bumaba din.
Oo. So nagma-mass produce na pala kayo. Ayan
Ngayon
naman ang
po,
pangatlong
hindi pa po.
ayan ang pangatlong katanungan. Ano ang mga challenges? Ayan, Mami Narlene, ako na magtanong.
Sige, okay lang. Sige.
Ano po ang mga challenges kung gagawin ito on a larger scale? Kasi syempre, we want our innovations na hindi lang basta sa una lang, okay, tapos wala na. O paano ang mga nakikita nyong challenges ngayon na nasa large scale, na pala kayo, production?
Ang nakikita po namin dito, on the primary challenges sa pag-produce po ng plant-based bagoong sa larger scale is ensuring yung consistency in quality and taste.
Yun.
Kasi gusto namin na baka sa simula masarap yung lasa niya, gumawa ulit kami, iba ulit yung lasa, pangatlo iba ulit yung lasa. Kaya sabi namin, sa traditional bagoong kasi may distinct flavor siya. So, ang ginawa po namin dito sa pagre-replicate namin, consistency using base ingredients na gagamitin namin and requires careful formulation. Gusto namin na yung formulation niya simulat sa pool, yun at yun siya para hindi nag-iiba yung kanyang lasa. Another challenge po na nakita namin dito is the supply chain and raw materials availability. Although dragon fruit po is abundant during peak harvest, its supply is seasonal and prone to fluctuation in yield due to weather condition and market demand. May mga pagkakataon din po nung gumawa kami nito one time, nung sumali kami sa DOST, Grassroots Innovation, nanalo din po kami dyan, ay hindi siya season ng dragon fruit. Although may dragon fruit sa market, imported siya from Vietnam, medyo mahal po siya. Kaya nung gumawa kami ng marami dati, season siya kasi nabebenta ito ng at least 80 to 100 per kilo. Kung mas maliit, nabebenta to at least 50 pesos per kilo. So, yun po yung nakita namin mga challenges. And also, technological and financial barriers. Sa large-scale fermentation and food processing po kasi, it will require specialized equipment, facilities, and trained personnel. Since anong ginawa po namin to, it's a student-faculty collaboration. Just so happen na yung mga estudyante namin ay graduate na. So, yung pag-transfer po, though we have naman the formula, ituturo ko na lang din po ito doon sa mga susunod na mga students namin na gagawa during their food laboratory. Lalo na po doon sa tanong kanina na mabebenta ba ito. Nakipag-coordinate po muna ako sa aming production director kung ano yung po pwedeng gawin, pagbili ng mga raw materials, and okay naman po siya. Just so happen ngayon is naka-semestral break kami. So, hopefully, pag start ng pasukan ay makapag-produce kami ng mga product kasi may mga kantin naman po kami dito para yung mga food innovation namin, maibenta din po namin within the community for the meantime.
Yes. At baka pwede mo kaming dalhan through Lala Move.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nakagawa na po kami sa pasukan, magpapadala po ako sa Usapang Pantahanan.
Yan. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Talagang hindi ko tinantanan si sir, no? Umu-order na, nagtatanong pa lang tayo. Yes. Thank you, sir. Now, Ma'am Narlene, what's our next question?
Ang tanong naman natin sunod po ay ano po ang susunod ninyong plano o pangarap para sa innovation na ito? No, aside from ginasabi nag-larger scale tsaka ng mass production, ano pa inyong pangarap para sa innovation na ito?
So first, we aim to further refine the formulation of the plant-based bagoong para kahit papano we will be able to ensure the consistency in terms of flavor, the texture, and shelf life so that it can match even surpass consumer expectation of the traditional version. Kasi baka nagawa namin to after a week or two, masira na siya. So gusto namin na kahit papano tumagal din naman po siya. Although sa lumabas na study ng DOST sa kanyang analysis, tumatagal naman po ito na at least 3 months provided na nasa refrigerator naman po siya or fridge. Tumatagal din po siya. And sa larger scale naman po, we hope to collaborate with food manufacturers kung may makipag-partnership din po sa amin and sa mga local farmers na kung saan yung mga produce nila. Ito po pinapag-aralan na rin namin siya na gawin siya sa extension program namin. Kasi ngayon sa extension program, dapat from research to extension together with the production. Para sa community, it's either in Cavite na may mga similar plantation or some part of Ilocos na may mga plantation din po ng mga dragon fruit. May ituro namin sa kanila paano gawin itong plant-based bagoong na ito.
Oo, parang hindi madamot ang technology ng ng school kasi usually, 'di ba, kina-copyright siya para
nasa process na rin po siya ng pagpapa-copyright.
Oo, kasi 'di ba, kahit copyrighted siya, 'di ba, sir? Pwede mo pa rin siyang i-share, 'di ba?
Yes po.
Yeah.
Yan naman po yung innovation ng aming president na once na makapaggawa tayo ng research, ipa-copyright natin ito or ipa-patent, IP, and then after that, ibigay natin ito sa community. Kasi on the end, ang makikinabang naman ito ay hindi lang ang school, kundi yung community mismo na pagbibigyan natin ng ating mga innovations.
Yes, and that's what we call empowerment.
Yes po.
Hindi mo sinasarili yung kung ano man yung
Kaalaman mo.
Hindi lang yun, pati yung kasi kung tutuusin yan, pwede mo nga siyang i-ano na lang sa isang kumpanya. Kunyari, yung malaking kumpanya.
Yeah.
Pwede
Yung
mo
malaking
siyang
kumpanya.
para ikaw ay kumita ng milyon. Ganun yun. Pero sila, they want to return it to the community. So para sa kanila yung kikita.
Since Iris is a state college po, government naman po tayo, and ginagamit din naman yung iba dito sa paggawa ay government fund, na kung saan marapat lang din po na ibigay natin ito sa community.
Yes,
kasi isa naman po sa mga objective talaga at gagawin ng mga state university and colleges is the research, extension, production, kasama din yung innovation na ibibigay natin sa community.
Yes, natutuwa ako kanina na nabanggit mo na ito ay nanalo ng awards.
Yes po.
So, ilang awards na pang napalalunan nitong inyong bagoong?
Nanalo na po ito ng 3 award.
Saang mga award?
Nanalo po kami sa second place sa Patate. Ito po yung patimpalak sa sining at hagam ng teknolohiya ng Iris. Dito lang po sa school-based po yon. Yearly po, ginagawa po namin yan. And then after that, nag-submit po ako ng entry sa DOST guys, sa Grassroots Innovation. Nanalo din po kami dito ay second place. Yan, second place naman po kami dito sa Grassroots Innovation. And then after that po, naimbitahan kami ng DOST to present naman po yung aming product sa national level. Ito naman po ay sa Davao siya ginanap. So, together with Secretary Solidum, nakita po niya mga product namin. Sabi niya, maganda to. So, nagbigay din po siya ng mga suggestion na ano ba yung mga ingredients nyo, baka po ingredients available dito sa Philippines. Ang ginagamit kasi namin dati is shiitake mushroom. So, sabi ko, may mga available din tayo na local mushroom, bakit hindi ito gamitin ninyo? So, nag-innovate din po kami, nag-trial din po kami, nag-test. May mga kaibahan lang talaga siya sa lasa compare doon sa shiitake, compare doon sa ordinary mushroom. So, pero sa price naman po, mas reasonable po talaga yung mga local produce natin dito.
Oo. Alam mo, pag pinag-usapan kasi yung shiitake mushroom, umami yan.
Opo.
Masarap yan. Kaya masarap yung bagoong. Kaya naman pala.
Yes,
Now,
po.
our final question. Yan. Pwede po ba kayong mag-iwan ng inspiring message para sa ating mga viewers, lalo na sa mga estudyante natin dyan, mga teachers, or even mga mommies ng tahanan na talagang gustong-gusto ang mga plant-based innovation? Ano bang bilin mo sa kanila?
Dito naman po, I encourage more student kasi nagkaroon po ng realization po nito kasi gawa nga po ng student-faculty collaboration. So, I encourage more student researchers, especially those in home economics, food and nutrition, and related allied programs to explore the potential of plant-based products. Lalo na po trending ang plant-based ngayon. So, pwede silang sumabay para tignan ano pa yung mga product na pwede natin gawin. Through the creativity and passion for innovation, they can help address pressing issues such as food waste, health concern, and sustainability while showcasing also the richness of Filipino culture in new and exciting ways. Depende po kung nasaan po kayo, anong mga product na meron po kayo dyan. Tignan po ninyo kung pwede niyo pong i-innovate. And by opening our tables to those colorful and creative food products, we also open a future where food is not only nourishing, but also respectful of people, our communities, and of course, the planet that we share. Kaya po napakaganda talaga sa grassroots innovation magsimula. Ano yung mga product na meron kayo dyan na pwede nating gawin talaga into a wider, yan, ibig sabihin pang market po talaga siya. Ayan. So, ito po, kailangan talaga mag-research, mag-innovate din yung mga student natin.
Yes. We highly encourage our students na gawin yan, yung binili ni Sir Renz. At syempre yung ating mga mommies out there, no? You can learn through YouTube. I think sa YouTube, meron silang mga episodes na hindi lang itong episode natin kasi mag-debut mamaya si Sir, no? Kundi may mga iba-ibang gamit din ng mga dragon fruit. And sa ibang mga fruits in season. Kasi
saka yung balat ng dragon fruit, ano dapat magamit kasi minsan nakakapanghinayang itapon.
Ito yan. Alam mo,
iniisip para meron yatang study na dyan para doon sa balat ng dragon.
Iniisip ko nga, Mami, Narlene, yung bar soap. Diba? Yung mga ganyan. Yun. I'm sure ang Iris, baka meron na rin silang naisip tungkol dyan. Baka pwedeng maging beauty product siya. Pwede siya lipstick. Mami, lipstick, no?
Kasi pula, oo.
May mga startup na rin po kami na similar sa dragon fruit na ginagawa. So, startup pa lang naman po siya. So, tinitignan pa namin kung magiging feasible ba yung mga study na ito.
Oo. Thank you
kasi
very
kung ito
much.
Si plant-based naging feasible, more likely yung mga ibang product innovation ay magiging feasible din.
Oo naman. Basta dumaan sa maayos na pananaliksik. Ayan. Kasi, syempre, di ba, sa research, lalo na sa food, we need to protect our consumers, di ba? Kaya pinapa-analyze yan sa DOST, FNRI, para malaman kung ano ba ang level ng nutrients nito. Yan.
Yes po. At kung safe ba siyang kainin.
Kung safe ba siyang kainin. Baka mamaya hindi pala.
Oo,
pero
hindi pala.
Dun sa sinabi ni Sir, safe na safe siya. Ayan, di ba? Now, of course, excited na ba kayo? Oo, kanina pa yata excited yung ating mga audience. Now, hindi ko na patatagalin ang ating pong pakikinggan. Ang demonstration po ni Sir Renz Salvador together with his students.
Yes. Good day, everyone. My name is Professor Renz Robert E. Salvador from Globio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology, College of Education. And I'm with two of my students from the Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education, major in Home Economics. And I'm with...
I am Stephanie Supakan.
And...
Nerven Calabasa.
And we're going to present today on how to create the plant-based bagoong with utilization of dragon fruit for pigmentation. Before we proceed on the preparation of the plant-based bagoong with utilization of dragon fruit for pigmentation, let me give you an overview on how we innovate this product. The overconsumption of traditional base alamang made from fermented shrimp or fish possesses health risks like high blood pressure, allergic reaction, and fishy taste. The plant-based bagoong offers a healthier alternative by replicating the taste and texture of the traditional product without the harmful ingredients. Make it a safer and sustainable option.
Now, here are the ingredients of the plant-based bagoong. First, especially the dragon fruit. Next one, the nori sheets, the fermented black beans, shiitake mushrooms, the garlic, and the vinegar, oil, the garlic, salt and pepper, and sugar. And lastly, optional, the chili.
While Stephanie is mixing the garlic, I'm going to grind the shiitake mushroom using the food processor. Please be careful in using the food processor because the blade is sharp. So what I'm going to do now is to put the shiitake mushroom and push. Okay, as you can see, the shiitake mushroom is being pulverized. So if you will be able to see a large portion, then you need to continue grinding it. Okay, so I think I'm good. So as you can see, the shiitake mushroom has already been grinded. Okay, so we're ready to use the shiitake mushroom. So once we're done grinding or pulverizing the shiitake mushroom, on the same bowl for the food processor, we're going also to grind the beans. For food safety, I'm using a disposable gloves. Okay, then push. Okay, now let's check. I think we're good. Steph, are we good?
Yes, yes.
Alright. So we're done grinding the shiitake mushroom together with the black bean and also the garlic. Now we're going to proceed on the seaweed. So you may use the unseasoned seaweed, alright? So that will be the same procedure. We're going to put it in our food processor. Again, be careful on the blade. Then lock, push. Okay, let's check. Okay, so there's still sheets, nourish sheets. Let's continue. And now, we're going to cut the main ingredient of the plant-based bagoong, which is the dragon fruit. And Stephanie will show you on how to cut the dragon fruit. Right, Steph?
Yes.
Please make sure that you have a sharp knife to cut the dragon fruit, alright? The dragon fruit is being cut into half and we're going to cut it again. We're going to cut it again into half. There you go. Then we're going to scoop the flesh of the dragon fruit here at the food processor. Make sure that you're going to scoop all the flesh. Be careful again on the blade. There you go. Okay, so the dragon fruit is a little bit messy because of its red color. Okay, again, be careful with the knife. We're done cutting the dragon fruit and here's the flesh of the dragon fruit now. So still we're going to use the food processor. Be careful on the blade. We're going to cover it. Then the motor. We're going to blend it until the juice will come out. Okay, let's check. Alright, so as you can see, here is the juice of the dragon fruit. Okay, then we're going to transfer it here. Alright. So we already prepared the ingredients in making the plant-based bagoong. Okay? From mincing to grinding. So here's the ingredients. First is the juice of the medium-sized dragon fruit.
Next one, the 1/4 cup of crushed orange sheets, 1/8 cup crushed fermented black beans, then 1 cup crushed shiitake mushroom, then the 1 full minced garlic,
Vinegar.
the vinegar, 1/8 cup,
2 teaspoons powdered black pepper.
then 1/8 cup of salt,
and 1/2 cup oil. And now we're ready to proceed on cooking. Since we already prepared all the ingredients in making the plant-based bagoong, Miss Belle will going to assist me in cooking the plant-based bagoong. And now we're ready to start the cooking. Again, I'm with Belle to assist me in cooking the plant-based bagoong. To start with, let's preheat the pan into a medium heat. heat. Alright? So we're good. On the preheated pan, then we're going to pour the oil. Alright. Set aside. Then let's wait until the oil is heated. Again, that is on the medium-high heat. Alright. So be careful because this is oil. Then next will be the minced garlic. To test, you may put a little garlic on the hot pan. So start with until golden brown. Is that right, Belle?
Yes, sir.
What's next?
We have here shiitake mushroom.
Alright. So wait until the garlic will become golden brown. Then we're going to add the shiitake mushroom. Okay. I think we're good. Belle, are we good?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Gradually add the shiitake mushroom. The aroma is good. Okay. From medium high to low high. Alright, there you go. Although the shiitake mushroom is brown and the garlic is already golden brown. Okay, continue mixing it. Again, be careful in the oil because it's too hot, extremely hot. Okay, Belle, what's next?
The fermented black beans.
Okay. Next is the fermented black beans. Take it, Belle. Then mix it. Oh. Again, be careful because this is extremely hot oil. Then mix it thoroughly. Can you smell the aroma? Alright. What's next?
The nourishing.
The nourishing. Okay. Keep adding all the ingredients. Thank you, Belle. What's the purpose of the nourishing, Belle?
To add, to make the taste of fishy taste.
Fishy taste.
The
Okay.
traditional Bagoong.
Thank you. Okay. Then let's wait for a few seconds before we're going to add the next key ingredients, which is the
Use of dragon fruit.
dragon fruit. That's right. Okay. Are we good, Belle?
Yes.
Shall we add?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay. We'll continue mixing it. Okay. As you can see, I think we're good. Belle, please do the honor for the juice of the dragon fruit, which is the key ingredients. Alright. There you go. Would you mind doing it? Pour the juice of the dragon fruit gradually on the pan. Okay. While Belle is mixing, I'm pouring it little by little. Okay. So, as you can see, the pigmentation of the dragon fruit will serve as the coloring for the plant-based bagoong. Just like the alamang, which is pink in color. As you can see, the color now is pink. Okay? Go ahead, Belle, mix it. So, while Belle is mixing, I'm going to clean all the utensils that is being used. Okay? Are we good, Belle?
Yes.
Okay. Again, at this time, we're going to use the low heat. Okay, while Belle is mixing it thoroughly. Okay. I can now smell the aroma. It's good. So the main ingredients we have here: salt and pepper. This is salt and pepper, and sugar. Then we're going to add the vinegar last. Okay. Thank you, Belle. Okay. As you can see, the color now of the alamang is reddish, dark red color. So when I'm mixing it, Belle will going to add the salt and pepper. What's that? Salt? Are you going to put all of that?
Yes.
Go ahead. Gradually. Okay. Thank you, Belle. Okay. Then mix it first thoroughly. Then we're going to add now the pepper. Okay. Thank you. Okay, again, mix it thoroughly before adding the next ingredients. The aroma is good. Okay, what's next?
Sugar, sir.
Sugar. Okay, gradually then. Go ahead. There you go. Right. So again, mix it gradually. As you can see, it's a little bit watery. Then we're going to mix it so that the juice little by little will evaporate. Now, we have the last remaining ingredients, which is the vinegar. Then what's the purpose of putting vinegar here at the plant-based cocoa?
Okay, it is one of the preservatives to shelf life of plant-based cocoa.
And speaking of shelf life, how long will it last? The prepared plant-based cocoa.
Sir, in a room temperature, it will last up to 1 to 2 weeks. While in the refrigerator storage, it will last to 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months. Alright. Are you going to add now the vinegar?
Yes, sir, you can add it.
Alright. There you go. Pour it. More. Alright. Thank you. Now, since all the ingredients is already on the pan, we're going to stir it thoroughly. Again, be careful on the pan because the pan is too hot. I can already smell the alamang. Okay? And speaking of alamang, we already have mangoes at the side. Okay. So again, continue mixing it so that it will not get burned at the center here. Right? So continue mixing it. So when I'm mixing it, Belle already cut, okay, chopped the chili. Again, the chili is optional. You may add chili or you may not add chili. That will depend on your preference. Here, we're going to add how many pieces of chili? 2 pieces. Alright. 2. Okay. Thank you, Belle. Then again, we're going to mix it thoroughly. I think the mango is already prepared. There you go. Ready na ba yung mangga? Okay. So, as you can see, the mixture is a little bit watery. So, we can rest it for at least 1 to 2 minutes. But then again, check it from time to time because there's a possibility that it will get burned. So, the fire should be on the low fire. Low fire only. Okay. So just let it open so that the evaporation, the water content will evaporate. Now we're done cooking the plant-based bagoong, and here's the final product. Alright, so we also have here prepared mangoes, or the Indian mango together with the dragon fruit. Okay, then we're going to transfer a little, okay, so that we're going to taste together with the mango. Okay, there you go. Okay, now I'll be calling Belle and Stephanie to taste the mango. Come on, Belle, and come on, Stephanie. So here's the finished product of our plant-based bagoong. Again, I'm with Belle and Stephanie. Now we're going to have a food taste of the freshly cooked plant-based bagoong. Alright, so come on, let's taste it. So be careful, it's a little bit spicy because we put 2 chili. Ang sarap. Ano lasa?
Sarap.
Sarap. Lasang bagoong? So as you can see, medyo basa pa siya. But then we're going to have the alamang rest for at least 30 minutes. Okay, this is a fresh cooked alamang. Sarap niya. Sarap. Wala kang hang, no?
Wala.
Pero yung sili hindi maanghang. Amoy lang siya pero hindi siya maanghang. So again, ilang ba ito nagtatagal, Ben?
It will last up to 2 to 3 months.
Ito po yung finished product namin. Ginawa po namin ito earlier this week. So ang nagawa po namin to is around 10 dragon fruit. Yan. So gumawa po muna kami ng product. Then ito po yung video presentation paano siya ginawa. So makikita nyo, medyo dark na siya. Yan. So may mga sili din po dito. Nagmamantika din po siya. Kasi ginamitan natin siya ng oil. So sa paggamit ng oil, pwede ba olive oil, Stephanie?
Yes po, sir.
Canola oil?
Any oil po.
Any oil po. Pero sa amin, ang ginamit na muna namin is the vegetable oil. So pag gumamit, syempre, sa costing po kasi natin, medyo mahal ang olive oil, canola oil. So we use the vegetable oil. But then again, pwede po kayong gumamit ng any type of oil. Okay, for cooking. Yan. So madami pa kaming mangga. Okay, hindi ko nalalasahan. So, feeling ko may kulay pink. Okay? Yung pigmentation po, ito po yung sa dragon fruit. Kaya po siya nagkukulay na alamang. So, maliban sa mangga, nalalasahan ko din yung shiitake and also yung nori sheet. Yun yung nagpapalasa ng parang alamang niya. Alright. So, para sa mga vegetarian na may allergies sa hipon or seafood, pwede po sa inyo. Soon, magiging available na po ito sa market. We are still in the process of registering it. Okay? Para po ma-register na, magbebenta na po ito sa market. Okay. Pero syempre, available po muna yan dito sa Eris. Magkakaroon po kami ng mga sample product po nito dito sa aming canteen, dito po sa Eris. If you have question on the preparation and creation of the plant-based bagoong with utilization of dragon fruit for pigmentation, you may contact the Patesco Secretariat. And again, I'm Professor Renz Robert E. Salvador from Eulogio Amang Rodriguez Institute of Science and Technology, College of Education, and I'm with 2 of my students taking the Bachelor of Technology in Language Education major in Economics. Again, this is...
I am Stephanie Supangan.
And...
I am Narabel Calabasa.
Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye-bye!
Okay. So,
Thank you very
maraming
much.
salamat, Sir Renz, at ang iyong mga kasama sa pagpapakita kung paano ito ginawa. And sana, naalala ko nung sinabi mo kanina ang shelf life 3 months. Alam nyo, sa ganung liit na pinakita mo, hindi aabot na 1 buwan yun, ubus na yun. O kaya
Oo,
linggo lang, no?
Oo.
Masarap kasi, lalo siguro pag may prito, tsaka may gulay na isasama dyan na may mga sabaw-sabaw.
Ay, oo.
Opo.
Ha?
Pwede ba yun sa sir? Kunyari, magigisa ka ng pinakbet.
Pwede po siya kasi one time meron po kaming kare-kare na niluto. So sinubukan po namin siya. Nagustuhan naman po ng mga nag-food taste yung kare-kare. Although maliban sa masarap na yung kare-kare, then yung alamang na ginamit nila is the plant-based. Nagustuhan naman po nila.
That's good.
Maganda yan. Tsaka hindi na makaka-allergy. Kasi
Yes po.
plant-based. Diba? Okay. So, ang dragon fruit po na ginamit, ito sinasabi sa ating sa ating slide, no? Dragon fruit contains small amounts of several nutrients. Source of iron, magnesium, and fiber. Nutrition facts for a serving of 100 grams follows: calories 57 grams, protein 0.36 grams, fat 0.14 grams, so hindi ka tataba, carbs 15 grams, fiber 3 grams. Alam mo, Mami Fem, pag kumakain ako ng dragon fruit, hindi ako madaling gutumin at saka ang ganda ng labas ng mga output, no? Kumbaga napakaginhawa, no? Yung output
Tama
talaga
po.
napakaganda. So, although talagang very expensive talagang dragon fruit, pero mas expensive po pag na-hospital tayo. So, let us
Totoo.
set aside something para fruits naman ang bilhin natin. Huwag na tayo magchichirya. Ito na lang po.
Yes.
Yan.
Alam mo, I remember one time nung nag-uwi ng dragon fruit yung aking family member. Sabi nung anak ko, mama, kasi ginawa namin siyang juice, yung red. No?
Oh.
Sabi niya,
Yeah.
mama, make sure wala kang lakad today pag uminom ka niyan. Kasi baka along the way ay alam mo na, madatnang ka.
Talaga very helpful siya.
Kasi mataas siya sa fiber din. And very tama yung sinasabi mo na feeling din siya. O yun, no? Madali lang maubos kasi yan sa amin eh.
Ay, sa akin din. Alam mo yung isa ako na nakaubos.
Pag lalo
Kaya
na
nga
pag
ako nag-share.
lalo na pag malamig siya na i-ref mo
Opo.
na yan. Diba?
Oo.
Okay. At bukod doon sa mga nabanggit na mga nutritional value ng ni Ma'am Narlene, Sir Renz, I'm sure nabanggit mo kanina dito yung tungkol sa antioxidant siya. No?
Yes.
Yung kumbaga ito yung sinasabing pang pa-beauty. No, hindi ka masyadong tatanda. Totoo naman 'yun, no?
Ang pabata.
Pero ang ibig sabihin pag antioxidants, ito daw po yung nagpoprotekta sa inyong cells ng body.
Yes.
No, kumbaga, kaya ikay malayo sa anumang mga mapanganib na mga sakit tulad ng cancer at ng sakit sa puso at most importantly, anti-aging. Biruin mo,
Yes.
kaya kain na tayo lagi ng dragon fruit. Pero ito another good information to all. Alam niyo po ba na yung pulp, kasi kanina sabi mo Ma'am Narlene, yung pulp minsan
Balat.
tapon. Ayun pala
Oo.
kailangan, pwede naman siya kainin, di ba? Basta hugasan lang ng mabuti. Ilagay
Pwede
sa
blender.
Edible naman po siya.
Oo, ang
Pwede blenders gawing juice.
gawin juice kasi alam niyo po ba na yung pulp mismo niya. Kaya nga minsan sabi nung ba't mo itatapon yung balat ng mangga? Nandyan yung nutrient. Ganon din po sa dragon fruit. Kasi yung pong antioxidant na sinasabi natin to na nagpoprotekta sa katawan natin para hindi tayo magkasakit, ay naglalaman daw po ito ng mga iba't ibang antioxidant. No? Ang may mga pangalan yan eh. Una, betalains. Yan, no? Ito daw pong betalains na to, ito yung deep red pigments. Yung pigment na sinasabi ni Sir Renz na kulay red, Yan.
Yes, oo.
Yan po ay napatunayan na nakakatulong para mawala o ma-reduce yung ating kolesterol. No? Yung alam mo, mataba sa katawan. Ayan. At iba pang mga hindi karapat-dapat dyan sa katawan natin. Yan. Ito, Mami Narlene, medyo mahirapan yata ako mag-pronounce, no? Sige nga, kasi Sir Renz, baka may pronounce niya to.
Hydrocycinamates.
Uy, ang galing naman ni Sir Renz. Talagang
Hydrocycinamates.
Oo, no? Ito nga daw po ay magandang information to. Ito daw po ay napatunayang merong anti-cancer, no, na component, no? Ito ay napag-alaman dahil meron hong isang isinagawang pag-aaral na kung saan may anti-cancer activity daw ito, no? Lalo na nung ito ay inaral sa mga animal studies. So, totoo naman talaga. At yung pangatlo,
Mami Fem, add ko sa iyo itong hydrocycinamates, no? Maaring, ako ay for one talaga naniniwala ko dyan kasi nung si Daddy Wins ay nagkaroon ng pancreatic cancer, ang sabi ay 4 to 6 months. Marami akong pinapakain kasi nabasa ko lang na anti-cancer yung mga ganyan. Ano? So, malimit ko siyang pakainin ng mga ganyan at saka lahat ng fruits na anti-cancer, yung guyabano. Siguro it helped na naka 3 years pa siya.
Yes.
So, sabing 4 to 6 months, naka 3 years pa siya. Pero talagang ganun talagang cancer. Hindi mo natin siya maalis. Pero, napabagal natin ang kanyang pag-grow. So, he was given 3 more years. Aside doon sinabing 4 to 6 months. So, makakatulong talaga. And also, it helps na magbabasa din tayo. Ano yung mga fruits na nakakatulong.
Yeah. Ayan. Kaya nga, meron tayong ganitong information na nilalabas at sinishare, no, sa ating mga kausapan. And of course, last but not the least, yung flavonoids. Yan. Ito nga daw po ay nagsasabi na, nako, tatalino ka pala. Dahil yung dragon fruit, nakatalino, yung better brain health. And of course, yung heart natin ay mapoprotektahan. Yun ang magandang balita dun sa ating masarap na dragon fruit.
Sa mga thunders na katulad natin, kailangan yan.
Hindi pa tayo niyan. Dahil may dragon fruit tayong kinakain, Mami Narlene.
Yes. Hindi naman halata na nasa na tayo 60s, diba?
Oo, hindi halata. Kasi nga, we are following our doctor.
Yes.
Yan. Kumain ng maayos. Yung maintenance, Mami Narlene. Kahit may dragon fruit. Yan. Ayan, okay. At syempre, Sir Renz, meron kasi kami sa 5th year anniversary kasi namin ay may nanalo, no? Na raffle dahil siguro si Sir Renz ang magbabanggit nung nanalo para po sa ating share a travel tip based on your travel experience. Kasi yung last episode natin, the first episode for our 5th year anniversary, ay nakasama natin si Sir RJ Raburar, no? Yes. Yung bang ating topic noon ay of course, paglalakwat siya. Exploring the world with Sir RJ Raburar. At merong nag-share ng travel experience niya or tip pala. So Sir Renz, dahil ikaw ang aming guest, ano ba yung shinare nung ating nanalo sa GCash? Ayan.
Sabi ni Maverick Lance Loyola, share a travel tip based on your travel experience. Make sure na alamin ang nearest public transportation when traveling. And be careful of the water source na iniinom natin when traveling. And make sure na malinis po para maiwasan po ma-upset ang stomach. Yan po.
Yes.
Share a travel tip mula kay Maverick Lance Loyola.
Yes, salamat Maverick Lance Loyola.
Yes.
Actually, estudyante ko siya noon. At sumali siya sa ating raffle draw. Siya ay isang medical student sa St. Luke's. Dito sa may E. Rodriguez. Kaya, congratulations sa'yo, Mavi, dahil meron kang GCash para ikay merong something na baon dyan.
Yes.
So, palakpakan
so, ipadala na lang sa yung GCash number niya.
Oo, i-PPM ko siya mamaya. Congratulations. And of course,
Congratulations and thank you for
Naku.
watching.
yes, and thank you Sir Renz again.
Thank you so much po.
Sa iyong presensya and any parting words Sir Renz bago ko ibigay ang mikropono kay Ma'am Narlene.
Again po, Ma'am Fem and Ma'am Narlene, thank you so much po sa pag-invite niyo po sa akin para sa ating Usapang Pantahanan 5th year anniversary. At nagkaroon po ako ng pagkakataon na ma-share sa inyo, sa ating mga viewer and listener, yung paggawa ng plant-based bagoong gamit po ang dragon fruit. And ulitin ko po sa mga student na nakikinig ngayon, mag-aral po kayo mabuti at kung may pagkakataon na makapag-innovate pa po kayo ng mga product na mas magaganda pa dito, please do so.
Yes.
And enjoy eating.
Yes, thank you. Enjoy eating dragon fruit.
Enjoy eating dragon fruit.
So thank you so much, Sir Renz, and of course to all our katahanans, kausapang pantahanan. Thank you sa pagsama ninyo sa amin, and please share this episode dahil very informative po itong ating episode.
Yes.
And happy anniversary again to all. And Mami Narlene, last words.
Okay, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng kausapang pantahanan na sumama sa amin ni Mami Fem ngayong araw. And please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And please include Lali's project. It is all about dressmaking and home economics. And of course, Sir Renz Eusebio, maraming salamat po sa inyong pagpaunlak sa aming paanyaya. Maraming salamat po. And again, everyone, God bless. Mami Fem?
Yes, at pansamantalang nagpapaalam po. Ito po si Mami Fem.
Si Mami Narlene.
Dito lamang sa Usapang
Pantahanan.
Pantahanan. Bye! Have a
Bye.
nice
God
weekend,
bless
everyone.
everyone.